Hello, I am Marie Rowena Cabral. I'm 50 years old. That's my son Marwin in the background walking. I am a Filipino here living in United States. I came here in 2002 of September, so it will be 20 years by next month. I decided to start the YouTube blogging because I have nothing else to do. Not really. I mean, I have a lot of things to do, but I have been thinking of starting a vlog because I have been, watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I thought I could contribute, share some of my stories personally living here in the US as a registered nurse. I am also a mother to that boy who was running naked. Naka-topless lang naman siya. My son is Marwin Molano. He is 15 years old, diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. For those who doesn't know what autism is a disability that impairs communication and social skills. So in Marwin's case, he has limited communication verbally. Even if he talks, it's kind of not clear, and his comprehension as well as his um, reception and comprehension is kind of difficult for him. So he was diagnosed when he was 3 years old, and it was a real struggle. I mean, I have a lot of things to tell you, stories of joy, of pain. That's him. Hi. Say, Marvin, say hi.
Hi,
Tell me your name.
my name Marvin.
Marwin
Yeah, Monano.
Molano. How old are you?
I'm 14.
No, you're
And
15.
15.
When is your birthday, Marwin?
19.
Your birthday is
February
February
19.
19,
2007.
2007.
The 8.
That's it now. Okay. When he says that's it, meaning no more talking. So, yeah, he is my joy. Right now, kaming dalawa lang. We are living here in our residence here in Fort Worth, Texas. We have been living here since 2008. He was born in McAllen, Texas. That's the southern part of Texas where, Rio Grande Valley is. And there's a famous island there, South Padre Island. Um, I would want to share my life story to you because I do want to inspire someone, inspire people of my victories and failures and lessons and happiness and joy and love, because life is really an adventure. It's a series of experiences that make you who you are right now. You, we learn from our past, and we look forward to our future. Cliche as it may seem, but it is always true. That's my son. He loves to smell my hair. That's his comfort thing to do. And I love it when he smells my hair, although sometimes, over the top na, especially when we are in public, when we go to church, he tends to smell my hair, or even when grocery shopping. He just loves to do it, and I enjoy it as well. Because he's not a typical teenager. A typical teenager, usually they are kind of distant with their parent, and that's one of the good things about someone with autism. He is a teenager, and yet we have the closeness, no, the the purity of his love towards me. Oh, baka maiyak ako. I don't wanna cry, but the pureness of his love is inspiring, and it's one of my weapon. It's one of my joy. It's the love of my life. Marwin is the love of my life. He is my greatest blessings and my greatest miracles. I love this boy so much. And speaking of love, I have a lot of loves in my life. Of course, first and foremost, our God, our Father, Jesus Christ. I am a Catholic by faith, and I have grown in my faith and continuously growing. And I love my family. Most of them are in the Philippines. My parents are both deceased. I have brothers and sisters still living in the Philippines. I've lost a brother. That will be another story. And I've also lost a sister from cancer, Hodgkin's disease, to be specific. Okay, I came here in 2002 as a registered nurse. My first state is Maryland. I live in Baltimore, Maryland, together with my then ex-husband. I work as a registered nurse in Mercy Medical Center. It's medical surgical unit, orthopedic cases mostly, and I really enjoyed my stay, my work, and my living here in that state. That's the East Coast, and I love Mercy Medical Center for a first hospital here in the U.S. I think Mercy is a very good hospital. Of course, it's not perfect, but I have very good experiences, nursing wise, and working there, enjoying and struggling as a foreign nurse in the US. I came here with H1C visa. It's a different kind of visa. It's a special kind of visa wherein we serve the underserved. So I think that kind of visa is already removed. And I hope it will be resumed again because it's really helpful. I was able to come here in the US just a few months, and I don't have to wait for years to come here. So they process, the lawyer of the hospital process my green card or my immigrant visa when I came here in the US. And my then husband, my ex-husband, came with a H3 visa, which is a dependent visa. So the time he is not able to work, but after a few months, his working permit was released, so he eventually did work. And I stayed and lived in Baltimore for 3 years because that is my nursing contract. And we bought our first car after a year. That was a Toyota Corolla, and we bought it cash, as in cash. I think it's around more or less $15,000 US dollars. And a lot of our friends were kind of discouraging us not to buy it in cash because the people here in the US usually buy big items by credit. And that time I am not used to having credit, and we have the cash because we both me and my ex-husband that time came with an overseas experience working in a luxury ship. I worked as a ship nurse prior to coming to the US, and that's where I met my ex-husband, which is Marwin's dad. Um, have a lot of stories to tell. Pasensya na if I'm jumping around, but I'm just really trying to start this YouTube videos, and I hope that I can continue and maintain uploading videos. I'm still in the process of learning. Pilipino po ako, marunong pa rin po akong magtagalog, and sometimes I will try to communicate in our language, Tagalog, kasi nakakamiss din pong magtagalog. Nasanay na rin po ako sa English because I have been living here for 20 years. And plus, my son prefers to speak the language, the English language, and him being with autism, it's easier to speak in a language that he prefers. Although sometimes I talk to him in Tagalog and he understands some of it, but mostly he likes and he talks in English language. So this is my first YouTube videos, and I hope I will have an audience. I will grow an audience and allow me to speak to you, to communicate with you, to influence you, to inspire you, to share my life story that hopefully you can learn from. And mabuhay po tayong lahat. Mabuhay ang mga overseas worker, mabuhay ang Pilipino, mabuhay ang mga nurses, mabuhay ang mga nanay na may anak na may autism, and mabuhay tayong mga kababaihan. Maraming salamat po, and till my next videos. Bye!